Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. I'm Hudson.
And I'm Allie.
Coming up, Sparkle's wedding may be ruined.
Also, what character from the Odyssey has women swooning?
All that and more on the way next. We finally have a decision from LeBron James just about his documentary. And actually, we don't even know if this is definitely a decision yet, but 877-2-RADIO-U or the talkback button in the RadioU app. LeBron James is reportedly close to a deal with ESPN for a Last Dance style documentary that would chronicle what will likely be the final chapter of his career with the Philadelphia 76ers.
Wow.
Yeah. Already working on a documentary. He hasn't even retired yet.
I feel like this is going to be a curse, LeBron.
Oh, you think so?
Well, because
no, go ahead.
Last Dance is an incredible documentary. Even if you were never a fan of the Bulls, watch it. If you just like sports, watch it. It's an incredible documentary to show an incredible part of, honestly, American history.
Yeah.
And sport history. And so it's a really cool documentary. But guess what? It wasn't forced. It's just showing you what happened.
Yeah.
But they weren't like actively, obviously they're filming things because it's the NBA finals and all of that. But like, they weren't forcing it. They weren't planning ahead that some big thing would happen and a championship would be won by the Dynasty Bulls.
And many of the interviews and stuff in that are recorded long after the fact. That's my thing with this. It's too current.
Yes.
A documentary.
It's forced.
Yeah. We have to wait. Like people missed, if you liked Michael Jordan, you missed Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You had questions from the past that you never got answered.
Exactly. Lots of questions.
There was rumors swirling.
Yep.
It's not a documentary because we're all going to be seeing it in real time. If you put it out a year afterwards, it's not going to feel like, oh, we're getting some kind of scoop.
Right.
Getting some kind of inside information because we all just watched it happen.
Yeah, exactly. We all just watched it happen, and he is the most talked about player in the NBA. And so I just feel like overall, this feels just like it's adding to the overexposure of it.
Yeah.
And I would much rather there be more time and also for it not to be planned. Just see what happens. And if something documentary level worthy happens, then make a documentary about it.
You're already filming everything anyways.
Right.
So, yeah, you're right. You have to wait for something documentary worthy to kind of happen.
Yes. You can't force a documentary.
Yes.
It's going to be bad.
And LeBron has like a podcast that he's talking all the time.
Yeah.
So yet again, there's just no mystery to this.
There's no mystery.
It's just going to be, and some accuse The Last Dance of this, but this is just going to be spin.
Yeah.
This is just going to be propaganda.
Right.
Yeah. So.
I do think he has a career worthy of a great documentary.
Definitely.
But I just think trying to force something for these last 2 years, it makes me think you have the obvious expectation that you're going to win a chip. But that's no guarantee. Not in the NBA. There's no guarantee of anything. And so why try and force this to happen? Just see what happens. Play it out. And if you have a moment of winning a championship, that's definitely worthy of a documentary.
Yeah.
But don't force it.
The more I keep hearing about this stuff, the more I'm just, and there's so much hype, and I'm just like, the Sixers are not going to do this.
It's going to flop.
It's not going to work.
Yeah.
Did you secretly go to Arby's yesterday?
I did not.
You didn't go to Arby's?
No.
Because I saw the coupon missing, and I know you mentioned the coupons, and I was like, she snuck off to Arby's.
I was thinking about it, but I ended up using a coupon for something else for lunch.
You got to use a coupon.
I wonder if it was the boss man that did it.
That's, don't you think?
It could have been Nene, but I didn't see Nene get lunch.
That doesn't seem like Nene to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it.
But it wasn't me.
Chris, the engineer, was here for lunchtime.
Yeah.
Could it have been him?
Maybe. Chris is good with finance.
He seems like a guy that would love a good coupon.
Yep, he's good with money.
But then he also is so good with money that I feel like he wouldn't go to Arby's. Because it's like...
He eats out sometimes.
Yeah, but I don't know. Arby's seems like overpriced.
But if you can get Arby's for a good deal, and we talked about these discounts, they were not bad.
Well, okay, I didn't want.
Is it back there or?
No, the coupon's missing. That's why I was wondering.
The whole thing's gone.
Okay, so for everybody, we have a page of coupons that somebody just dropped off.
Yeah, and these were nice coupons.
They're pretty good coupons.
$6 meal coupon.
Yeah, or like free sandwich with any purchase.
Free Mott sticks.
Yeah.
Free Mott sticks.
That's like gold. That's the holy grail. And so while I haven't used any yet either, because I went to Chipotle yesterday because I had a gift card.
Yeah.
So it's basically free. But I know you had mentioned the coupon, so I was, and then I saw one missing.
Oh, just one of them's
gone.
gone.
Yeah, because it's one page and one's clipped out.
I was worried that you were going to say the whole page was gone. And I'm like, no,
that would be a disaster because I do want to use them.
I do want to use one. Did you see which one might be missing?
I think it was one of the free sandwich ones.
Okay.
So
that's a good one.
Yeah, I think that's the best deal out of all of them.
The one I was thinking of using was the $6 meal, but I didn't end up going.
The only problem I have with those coupons is there's no like code on them or anything that you can use in the app. So you actually go and order in person at the drive-thru or like inside
in the restaurant
and give them the coupon. And it's not that I hate doing that. I don't care. I'm very shameless. I'm poor. I don't care. But I just don't want to have to order in person because I want to order on the app because then it can be ready when I get there.
Yeah.
And my time is valuable.
Yep. That's what I did yesterday for lunch as well. I ordered in the app I got McDonald's for lunch.
Oh, you got McDonald's.
I had like a whole bunch of points and I feel like they expire after a certain amount of time. So I was like, you know what? I probably better use these.
Yeah.
I had like several dollars off of a meal. And so my meal was only like $3.
Nice.
Yeah.
I had a $10 Chipotle gift card, so my meal was 10 cents.
Let's go.
Yeah, 10 cents of real money. That makes it taste better.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But I feel like Arby's or Chipotle more.
I like Chipotle more for sure. I do love Arby's, but if I had to base it off of which place I eat at more, it's definitely Chipotle.
I eat at Chipotle more because I feel like I get more for my money.
Yeah.
But I don't know of all fast food meals or items if there's anything better than the Arby's Mott Sticks.
They are pretty nice.
They're right up there. So I know where I'm going for lunch next week. As long as those coupons don't disappear.
Yes.
That will not be a mistake. We have a Brian Johnson update. This is a guy who's a tech millionaire, famous for trying to live forever.
That's right.
This has been a pursuit that he's been behind for quite some time. He has like a 19-year-old son that he uses as his blood boy. Like he literally does plasma transfers and stuff from his own son. He's trying to de-age himself. He's tried anyways so that he can have an 18-year-old body.
Have the body of an 18-year-old, which is just such a wild thing to want.
Internally and externally. But we have an update because he recently, I think it has to be connected. He recently was diagnosed with an, as of yet, uncurable autoimmune disease. And so that's put a real kibosh on the idea of him living forever.
Kibosh.
An uncurable disease will do that, even though it's not like imminent death. It's it's not going to help. And then he tweeted this out yesterday. Allie, I'm going to read it, but then I want you to do an impression of what you think Brian Johnson would sound like reading it. And I don't mean you have to sound like his voice. I mean his attitude.
Okay.
He tweeted, "Been thinking things over and wonder if I've taken this whole longevity thing too far."
How would he say this?
Yeah. Imagine you've dedicated
your whole entire life,
30 years of your life to living forever. And you've made it your public persona, and everybody has you've received a lot of mockery over, and people have shamed you, and not believed in you, and finally you're tweeting out basically they were right. Yeah. What would he sound like?
I don't know. I feel like he's a pretty straightforward sounding guy, so I think he'd just be like, I've been thinking things over.
Yeah.
And maybe I've taken this longevity thing too far.
Yeah. I feel like a sigh. Like there's no, you can't tweet a sigh necessarily. He's like,
you just.
I've been thinking things over. And wonder if I've taken this longevity thing too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you might be right, Brian.
Yeah, I think this is what we've all been trying to tell you.
Yeah, we've definitely been trying to tell you that this is all too much because there's no point. There is no point. 30? Death is inevitable.
Yes.
So you're delaying the inevitable. Sure, but like, why would you put yourself, your body, your mind, your everything through all of this stress and just these processes that he would go through on a daily basis? It just seems like you're just living a life that is subpar.
Yeah.
Because you're so obsessed with living longer.
All the years of all the fun things that he could have been doing.
The trade-off isn't worth it.
The things that make life worth living. Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
Going outside. There's video of him when he would go outside, no matter what the weather was. He always would carry an umbrella.
Yeah.
Because nothing ages the skin faster than the sun.
It's true.
Even if the UV levels are low. And it's just like, this is the life he was living.
Yeah, he was living a very sad, depressing life.
Entirely vegan. Like, he didn't experience real sunlight for so long.
I don't understand why he did this because it's like, again, what's the point? I remember my dad telling me this years and years ago. Mm-hmm. A man had come to him when my dad was just like a new dad. Like he had, I think, just me and my sister. And he told him, he said, don't trade the moments of spending time with your family just to make money and save for your retirement. Because this guy was retired. He's like, I'm retired. A lot of my family's moved away from me, and I don't want to go do things now. I have all this money saved, but I don't even have the energy to go do stuff anymore.
Yeah.
And I wasted all of those opportunities when I did have the energy because I told myself, I'm saving for the future. I'm saving for when I'm retired. I'm saving for this and this and this thing.
I'm putting my blood away now so I can use it when I'm 80.
It later. Yeah. And it's like, you're not going to want to use it later. Enjoy the life you have right now.
Yeah. Well, the good news is for Brian Johnson, he has spent a lot of time with his son, taking his blood.
Taking his blood like a vampire.
What's a better way to spend time than that?
They're very connected.
First, one movie that's been dominating theaters ever since it released, The Odyssey.
Yes.
Allie, you've seen it. I'm curious if you experienced this phenomena. The widespread attraction to Agamemnon in the movie.
Agamemnon, yeah.
Despite the fact that he barely speaks at all.
He has like one scene where he talks. Other than that, he says nothing.
Yeah, portrayed by Benny Safdie.
Yep.
In the movie. Did you experience this? You're a woman. Were you attracted to Agamemnon or...
He was very mysterious, and so I feel like that's probably why women are attracted to him, especially if you're like a book talk girly. Like I could see him being like, he would be the character in a book talk book that would be like the guy that's like, I must seek revenge on your father, so I'm taking you as a bride, like something like that. One of those crazy tropes that those books have.
Yeah.
So I could see him being a character like kind of like that. He's modeled after something like that. But as far as in the moment, if I was like attracted to him, no.
Okay, not on screen.
No.
But apparently many women are and have been sharing this. And so I have one guy who claims that he knows the reason.
Why?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's very like, it's very base instincts. Agamemnon, am I saying it right?
Yeah, you're saying it right.
He's tall.
Yes.
At least he's portrayed as tall. And not only is he tall, he's got that big, like, the feather thing on his head.
He's got a massive helmet on his head. And honestly, it distracted me quite a bit because it's, like, very obviously not from that, like, time or era or whatever. And so I was like, how'd they make that? You know?
It's all black.
Yes.
So it stands out. He's got that massive helmet. The helmet emphasizes his cheekbones. and despite the fact that he barely talks in the entire movie, he is a leader of men. The other men respect him.
He's like the king.
That is a massive, I guess, value, like an obvious demonstration of value.
Yeah.
And so that would be something like, this is stuff that women instinctively apparently look for in a man. And so this is what basically he has aura.
Not to spoil the Odyssey for anyone, it's been a story out for thousands of years. Agamemnon sacrifices his own daughter for the success of the war.
Yeah.
Like, kills her. Like, and that's...
So this is all you need to do to attract women. It's just that simple. Black armor, sacrifice your daughter. This is sounding a lot more like a book talk book now. Yeah.
The girls are attracted to the guys that have some problems.
The bad boys.
The real bad boys.
Yeah.
Sacrificing their own children. My gosh. Anyways, I mean, he's very, like, he's a strong presence throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And there's lots of mystery with him if you don't know the story, especially because it's like, what happens to him?
Mm-hmm.
And so as the story unfolds, you find out what happened to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see why women would be like, ooh, mysterious.
Tall, respected, mysterious.
Yes.
That's the key.
It is. Look at all the male, characters in these books. These really popular books right now. They have a lot of those traits in common.
Yeah. It's so hard. Here's what I don't know. If I was like a single guy and I was trying to be mysterious, like, how do you be mysterious? You can't just not talk, like you have to invite intrigue without giving answers away.
Yeah, I think
that's a challenge.
I think what I would tell a young guy is just be confident, because Agamemnon, he's the leader of men. He's a king. He's confident in who he is. He's a man of few words, so he doesn't need to like over-explain or mansplain.
Yes.
He just can speak when he needs to. And so I would just say be confident in who you are,
Yes.
Don't try to prove yourself to anyone.
Radio U, where music is going, 8772 Radio U. Ali, I think I have further evidence we may be living in a simulation.
Okay.
I want to share this, what I've noticed with you, and see if you agree.
Okay.
We drive to work like before 5 a.m. We get here. My theory is that the only people on the road before 5 a.m. are people that have something important to do. If you consider this important, but like those people, they're probably people that have jobs where they need to be, like we do. They need, like, you're not on the road at 5 a.m. for fun, which means it's part of your routine. You would be on the road every day at 5 a.m. or at least many days.
Yeah.
And yet, as long as I've been coming in from my home to Radio U at 5 a.m. driving the same route, I do not notice the same cars over and over again on my drive.
Really?
I come to there's two stoplights, probably, because you could be like, well, you're driving, it's dark. The cars you see, you might not register them as what kind of car they are. But there's a couple stoplights that are near my home where there's often a car that will pull up beside me or behind me. And it's not like that's ever the same car.
Always the same car. Yeah.
In other words, I think they're just generic NPC cars that are generated because in the simulation there's got to be somebody driving, but whoever's running it doesn't care enough to have it be the same specific cars.
Yeah.
And so the ipso facto, we're living in a simulation.
Well, this doesn't disprove the simulation theory, but I do see at least two cars usually on my drive that are the same at two different areas. One is a white car that's kind of like a hatchback, and I always see them because they always drive extremely fast. Like, I'm talking 90 plus miles an hour.
Whoa.
Yes. And they
just get away with it all the time.
They're always zooming around. It's not like I see them every single day, but I've seen them multiple times now. I saw them again this morning. They zoomed around.
You know what that is?
What?
A glitch.
Yeah, it could be.
It's a glitch.
It could be, but they always get off at the same exit, so I always know like when they have to get over onto the slow side, and I'm like, you dummy, now you have to slow down, and you were just going 90 plus miles an hour. But I feel like they're always running behind or something.
Yeah.
So I see them, and then closer to work, like across the street from us, there's some place that this person works at, I guess. It's a white pickup truck. I always see him turn in.
And you're on to them.
I mean, I always see him, so I'm like, oh, hey, guy, I guess you work across the street from me.
My morning drive buddy.
Apparently. So I usually see him.
So that could disprove
Again, it doesn't necessarily disprove the simulation theory, but it's just one of the things where I've noticed at least two cars that I've seen multiple times.
More than once.
Yeah.
Other evidence that we live in a simulation. Have you ever seen anybody? These are like common occurrences. Have you ever seen anybody, like your neighbors, bringing in groceries?
Yes.
You've seen that?
Yeah.
I've lived next to the same people as long as I've lived in this house. I've never once seen them.
Wow. Do they get
bring
it
in
delivered?
grocery. No.
I've seen people getting instant cards. I've seen people getting stuff out of
I've
their
definitely
car.
seen deliveries.
Yeah.
But never once have I seen, and I've lived at this place long enough, I've lived next to these people before, like, everybody would even get groceries delivered.
Yeah.
And so I've never seen them carrying in bags of groceries.
Yeah. Well, I used to
That's a
obviously,
common one.
in apartments, you see that all the time
Yeah.
because it's an apartment complex. There's a lot more people. But even the neighborhood I live in now, I see people, like unloading stuff usually in their garage, Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it sounds like you know what? I just figured it out. Hello, I'm in the simulation. You
I'm
are
just a part
programmed
of it.
in the simulation to tell me, no, you're crazy.
You're insane.
Yeah, this is real life. This is how, everybody sees these things. You don't?
Yeah.
And so...
I'm blue pilling you.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, fine. I'll just go on my merry way then. I'm not suspicious at all. Get your popcorn ready. It's our Friday Tradition of the Weekend watch list, letting you know which new movies are new that you could be watching in theaters or at home this weekend. The schedule has cleared out
Yeah.
for one big new movie this weekend in theaters. That is Spider-Man Brand New Day. Peter Parker devotes his life to protecting New York City as a full-time Spider-Man, but as the demands on him intensify, the pressure sparks a surprising physical evolution that threatens his existence, even as a strange new pattern of crimes gives rise to one of the most powerful threats he's ever faced.
Ooh.
Spider-Man Brand New Day is now in theaters. It has a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Not too shabby.
That's what we're looking for. Certified fresh. A.C. Koch of Spectrum Culture says the film's grounding in New York City adds a layer of realism and allows director Destin Daniel Cretton to play to his strengths as a chronicler of small but significant moments.
Okay.
I get the impression I know hardly anything about this Spider-Man besides that it seems to be good. But that it's not like somebody's going to, destroy the world story, and more of like a story about Spider-Man only.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I know there's some cameos in it.
Yes.
I don't want to, I guess if any, is it a spoiler to say
What?
that the Punisher is in it?
I don't think so. But I mean, I think the main focus of this Spider-Man, as you said, is Spider-Man because he's going to be, rebuilding basically.
Yes.
So it should be a really fun story. I'm very excited to see this.
I have tickets for Tuesday. You have tickets for when?
Also Tuesday.
Okay, so Wednesday we'll compare notes. Also new this weekend at home, if you don't want to go out and see Spider-Man Brand New Day, you could watch The Devil's Mouth. 5 friends sign up for a guided swim through a remote cave system along Thailand's stunning coast, but their quest for fun and adventure soon turns into a desperate fight for survival as a bloodthirsty shark starts to pick them off one by one.
A shark. A shark movie. I guess it is.
Yeah.
Isn't it Shark Week now?
Shark Week, I think, is next week.
Okay.
It's soon.
I knew it was coming.
Now, that's HBO Max. That's Discovery and HBO Max. The Devil's Mouth is on Prime Video.
Prime.
So they're trying to get ahead of the game, I guess.
Yeah. They're just trying to get the appeal. Everybody's excited about
it's
sharks.
summertime.
Yeah.
The Meg came out in summertime, too. That wasn't on HBO Max.
Right.
So, it's just a good time for shark movies. However, The Devil's Mouth only has a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It didn't look very good. I did see Prime Video. I saw a trailer for this already, and I was like, that looks pretty bad.
Guy Lodge of Variety says, it's the shark's appearances, surprisingly, that lack bite. Denied a point of view or much in the way of a close-up, the CG killer never feels a particularly distinctive or palpable presence.
Wow.
While its lunges take on a fairly predictable pattern.
Yeah.
A lot of alliteration in Guy Lodge's review.
Yeah. I mean, if your shark movie can't get the shark right, then it's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. So not something, you're probably better off just watching Jaws again.
Yep.
Also this weekend, because it is, it's either Spider-Man or nothing if you're going to the movies or watch the Odyssey, but at home, the Super Mario Galaxy movie is now on Peacock. Don't watch that. The Devil Wears Prada 2 is on Hulu Disney Plus.
Yes.
And the drama with Zendaya and Robert Pattinson is on HBO Max.
I saw that was coming soon.
So those are your options, your new options for this weekend. Definitely let us know what you see. If you do go ahead and see Spider-Man Brand New Day this weekend, let us know, but don't spoil anything because we're going to see it on Tuesday separately, not together.
Yeah.
But you can always let us know your reviews, 8772 Radio U, or the talkback button in the Radio U app. That's your weekend watch list. We'll see you at the movies. Sparkle from Middays, who's coming up next on Radio U. 8772 Radio U, the talkback button in the Radio U app. She messaged me. Sparkle, you messaged me yesterday after work. You said, I need to tell you this story on the morning show.
It's probably like every bride's worst nightmare, I'm going to say. And
no.
I was waiting for it to happen, but I was like, you know what? It's been a couple months since I sent the invites out. I think we're good. And then it happened.
Yeah.
It happened.
So I know the story, but I don't know the outcome. Allie knows a bit of it, but Sparkle...
Start
Let
from the
everybody in on the
beginning.
news. Yeah.
Okay, so I can't invite everybody to my wedding. I'm just going to put it out there. I can't invite everybody to my wedding. I wish I could have a 300-person wedding, but we are not rich enough for that. So I had to pick and choose. I was very thoughtful, who I hang out with the most, who's pouring into my life. And I invited a big chunk of like the small group I hang out with, stuff like that. Well, we were all hanging out and there was a girl in the group who goes to my small group who is not invited to the wedding. Oh. And she says, and we were out for dinner for somebody's birthday. Okay. So we're all like laughing and everybody's asking me how the wedding's planning is going. And she just blurts out, hey, have you sent your invitations out? I haven't got mine yet.
No.
It was like,
I haven't gotten mine yet.
Yeah. You know in the movies where it's like a record scratch and everybody looks at you?
Yeah.
That, I swear, everybody looked down and looked right up at me because I want to say every other person at the table was invited.
No.
Maybe there was one other person. So she looks at me and she goes, yeah. And I go, So at first I was like, okay, I really got to think through this. In my defense, I am using a website that all my save the dates were like electronic. I emailed them out.
Okay.
And I didn't upgrade for the premium. So they were doing it in rounds.
Yeah.
So it was like they sent out one day. So I was like, well, I got to look on the website. I got to make sure
smart.
everything is squared away. And she goes, yeah. And then so my friend could tell I was struggling. And she goes, oh, well, what website did you use? Because I used one too. So she kind of like says something. So we go back and forth. And then I said, yeah, it's a lot of people in my life. I really had to really think. And so I'm just like circling the drain. Like, I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm making up stuff.
No.
I'm trying. I don't lie. So I'm trying to be kind to this girl. And so another friend was like, oh, yeah. I think you were asking for RSVPs already. And I was like, yeah. So we were trying to like go through it. And here's the thing. This is really the thing. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I do have a second string list. So
you have a bench?
Oh, no.
I do. She's on it.
Okay.
So I've been waiting for a couple invites to fall through to invite her. And that was probably going to happen this week. So I was like, okay, I was waiting. Actually, honestly, I was waiting for one of my uncles to not come because he said he probably couldn't. So I was waiting to hear back so I could invite her. So I am just like, well, yeah, I need to look at the website. I need to make sure. Like, I was super late on it, self-deprecating, like doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then finally, I think I just was like, I better go order because I was late sitting down. So I just got out. I just got out of it. I just had to get out.
Sparkle, I'm so sorry you had to be put through this.
The way the other
Terrible.
friends stepped in, shows why they're the ones invited first.
Right.
Exactly.
A true
like I
friend
could tell.
would never do this to you.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, you never talk about invites to a bride.
No, you never
She
put her on the spot like that.
Yes, you should have. She should have talked to me. And that like really made me mad. And so like last night, this happened 2 nights ago. Last night, I was like, talking to my fiance, and I was like, well, this makes me just not want to invite her at all after that. And he's like, well, hold on. So we're going through the list yesterday, and he's like, I think we can squeeze her in. And I was like, well, I'm not going to reward that bad behavior.
Yeah.
So right now she's up in limbo. I haven't decided yet.
All right.
This was a swing for the fences move on her part.
Yeah.
Because maybe she was sensing
I
that
feel
she
like
was like, maybe she had heard somebody else got an invite.
100%. Most of the time, when people put you on the spot like this, they are fishing. They are fishing for an answer because they want to know, why didn't you invite me? But they don't want to ask that outright. And so she's putting you on the spot to force an answer on why you haven't invited her.
I couldn't believe it. And you know what's really crazy about this whole thing is she had a wedding about 9, maybe 10 months ago.
Were you not on the list?
I did not get invited. So I was like, and I did the same thing. We were all talking, but it was just me and her and another friend. And I said something like, oh, I hope your wedding planning is going good. She sent me this big long text that night being like, I couldn't invite everybody. We had just started hanging out. She was like, I had to really make hard decisions. I'm really sorry. I'm doing an after party after the reception. I'm inviting a bunch of people. Well, I ended up just not going. We were not friends.
Yeah.
It was acquaintances. But just in the last 6 months, she owns a business. I've been doing I've been helping her out with some business stuff. She hired me to do a couple events for her. So we've been hanging out consistently for the last 6 months. So I think that she thinks that makes up for that. And I want to be like, I also was not invited to your wedding.
Right.
That was 8 months ago.
Right.
So here we are. So like I said, I don't know.
I do think it ties in. Her perspective ties into something we say in Love 'Em or Leave 'Em. And that is, if she asks and the worst thing can happen is she's still not invited when she wasn't invited in the first place. So she had nothing to lose.
No,
she had nothing to lose.
That's true.
So actually, she's like a gambler that
she's definitely
played a pretty good hand. You have to hand it to her.
I was. The audacity was really was big on that, and that's why I was like. So anyway, I told my fiance Nick, I was like, let's go everything. So this weekend we're gonna go through the list again because I really am waiting for this uncle to fall off.
Well, Sparkle, maybe I can help. I RSVP no to your wedding.
Aw, thanks. Well, didn't you say earlier you weren't going to come anyway?
Yes, I'm just
did say that.
Making it clear. Thanks for waking up. Thanks for waking up with us, Sparkle. A new season of Fortnite coming soon, and rumors are this is going to include a collaboration with some of the biggest video games of all time.
Really?
Yeah. When Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 4 comes around, which is August 19th, 20th, around there, it's kind of in limbo. It's not necessarily set in stone. But what we are seeing is potentially a collaboration where Fortnite will include Sonic the Hedgehog.
Wow.
Pac-Man.
Oh.
Mega Man.
Okay.
Persona. And this one is confusing to me, honestly. Tetris.
Oh.
Because we already, if this is accurate and everything, the Sonic collab will mean you'll have a Sonic skin. You could
you can be Sonic in the game.
Or Eggman as well. The same would go for Mega Man, obviously. Pac-Man, possibly you could play as Pac-Man. It's not necessarily clear, but you're not gonna play as a Tetris brick.
Yeah.
So what does that actually mean? How are they going to incorporate that is kind of confusing.
Maybe there's going to be a little side game that you could play with the Tetris stuff.
Yeah. Or I'm sure maybe someplace on the map becomes Tetris bricks. I don't know.
I know
they could definitely get creative with it.
Fortnite's all a big aspect of the game is the building stuff, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that'll be what they do.
That's good thinking.
Building a Tetris wall.
Yes. So either way, I don't know exactly what all it entails because, it hasn't happened yet. And this is just people researching code and whatever. But the idea that they're collaborating with some of the biggest video games of all time, for a new season. Definitely sounds fun.
Yeah.
So that's coming to Fortnite. Again, that's a couple weeks from now is when the season changes. So that's something to look forward to right around when school starts for a lot of people. Instead of focusing on homework, we can focus on playing Fortnite. That's my plan anyway.
Yes. Well, maybe this will, give some relief to the kids as they're stressing out that school's starting again. And they'll be like, at least you have something to look forward to.
Can you imagine if we had homework? For our
as
job.
Adults?
Yeah, for our job or something.
No, because, I literally just told this to my fiance like a week ago. Adulthood stinks, sucks. And if we had to add in homework to adulthood, it wouldn't be worth it.
Kids are the only people we can dump homework on.
Well, because their lives are so easy. Come on. They're kids. They don't have any stress in the world. You think you have stress when you're a kid, but you really don't.
You would think homework it should be an adult thing because they're paying you you go to school for free.
Yeah.
You're an adult, you're getting paid to work. So if they paid you enough, I guess you could do I would do homework if they paid me enough.
Well, if they paid me while I was doing the homework.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Because the problem is it's like I need to be compensated for the hours in which I am working.
Yeah, right. You have to negotiate it.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, you don't get compensated jack.
Yeah, well, that's the exchange of being a kid. You don't have bills.
Yeah.
You don't have any job. You're just living life, but you have to go to school and you have to learn.
Yeah, it sucks.
Thanks for listening to the RadioU Podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.